Alrighty guys, welcome back to another very special episode of Grim Reaper RC, and in today's video we're going to be going over how I store my RC cars, where I keep them, how I store them off of the wheels so that nothing gets destroyed on the cars, and how I preserve them to keep them as long as I have looking as brand new as they are. So let's get right into the video today. Grab your RC, do some wrenching, do some cleaning, or even copy along and build your own shelf inside of your RC space. So let's get into it and I'll show you what I've done. So here is the RC wall. This is inside of the studio in a far corner from where I usually film all of the stuff, but I have been filming the videos recently in this area. It's just so much easier to have all of the cars on the wall and then film in this spot, even though it's super clean in here. So I do try to keep all of the RCs that are clean inside of here. Anything that gets super dirty stays outside in the other area. So I will be showing you guys this main section because I know most of you will be building it inside of your houses or inside of your workspaces. So let's get right into what I used for materials and where you guys can get them and how expensive this whole setup will be. So I think we all know already that the RC cars themselves are the most expensive section, but these shelving brackets, if I do get a little bit closer, you guys can see they are 8-inch shelving brackets, and they actually are holding up all of this weight. Now, each RC car is in and around 8 to 10 pounds, so if we add it up, this shelf right here is just about 30 pounds, but the heaviest RC is the Max Slash. So I did use an extra post, and that's just where I store the 1/24th and 1/18 scale crawlers. Over on the side here, you guys can see that this is where I keep the Arma Felony, and I have a little carpet on the side just to keep the body nice and nice. Right there is the little drag section, so I have the drag slash up top, which looks absolutely awesome, and it has its own shelving bracket. I do keep the remotes with the cars and them beside the cars just to make it easier. Now coming over, we do have the heaviest shelf, which is for the trail crawlers. Now right here is for the Forerunner. We do have one shelving bracket and one little fencing square that I actually use as a post to hold up all of the bodies, and a carpet tile, which you guys can actually get free at Home Depot, which is the same as this little bucket right here. You guys can get those little carpet tiles for free at Home Depot. They're actually like pieces that you can use to see what carpet you want in a house. That is the real RC Sparks Beast 2, looking absolutely awesome. One of my favorite RC cars. Still has some of the British Alberta dirt on the tires. I will never clean that RC from receiving it. I have used it a few times, but I'm going to keep it the way it is. We have the Ferrari up there. You guys can see that this shelf is just absolutely full, and it looks insane. Alright, so basically all of these shelving brackets are available from Home Depot. Now I do have a wider one up top, as you guys can see here, which is actually holding the heavier RC cars. We do have Optimus Prime, and I do keep a body wrap on him just so that it doesn't get all dusty and dirty and anything like that. That way I don't have to clean it all the time and everything. Now, these shelving brackets are around $16 a piece. And the wood was not that expensive either. I believe I got 10-foot pieces. So I used 10-foot pieces, and I used about 10 shelving brackets on each shelf, and I have 3 rows of shelves, which worked out perfect for the size that I have right here on this wall. Now, the crawlers are super heavy, so I do suggest using the thicker ones on the crawlers and the thinner ones on the RCs. As you guys can tell, they are 2 different sizes. Now, the dirt bikes up there are about 8 pounds, which I'm not too worried about. I do actually have a video coming out shortly about cleaning this car right here, the Max Slash, what I use to clean my RCs. Then I'll have one about the Pro Moto, how I maintain the Pro Moto, and we'll actually get that thing out and drive it very soon once the weather is a little bit nicer. It's been way too wet around here to drive the Pro Moto. The Pro Moto is actually not waterproof. The stator is not waterproof at all, so it can't be driven in the wet, so it's actually something that has to be driven in the dry. I do have the sand dunes near here, so I will probably be getting some paddle tires as well. As you guys can see right here is my spare tire rack. Those are for the slashes, the 110 slashes. I have street tires for the Raptor, which I'm actually using the S1 compounds from the regular Slash on there. And then I have some off-road tires that are a little bit smaller than the ones that are on my LCG Slash right here with the roll cage, which at the end of this video, or even probably right now, I'll upload a little clip of this thing absolutely ripping. This thing is so fast. I compared it to a UDR, and I think it's actually pretty accurate. So as you guys can see, this LCG Slash with the upgrades and the interior roll cage, I've got it all cleaned up now with my special cleaning products that I will be selling on my eBay page. Should be linked in the description box down below. If not, then watch the previous video, and that's where it will be linked down in the description box. As said previously, I do have a plan for this video coming out soon. This is the Losi Mini LMT, which I cannot wait to do a review on. I've actually driven it a few times. You can see the wheels are a little bit dusty, but actually the mini desert truck, which is the green one above it, was the first RC that got me into all of these RC cars, and some of the ones that aren't even on this shelf here that you haven't seen yet, or some of the projects that are hidden that I can't really show you on the left side over here. But I do have some more shelving brackets for them and stuff like this. This is a super easy and affordable shelving bracket, and it's not something that goes in the way. This stays on the wall, and it makes it so it's super, super, super clean and neat looking, especially if you get the same size post for all of the crawlers and you keep all of the bashers very similar. Now I am going to be getting different post size for these specific slashes, actually specific slash basically shelving posts for them themselves, because I do not want the wheels touching the ground. That's how you get flat spots on your tires, and that's not a fun day. You definitely will not be happy if your RC car has flat spots when you're trying to drive it on a trail and it's bouncing all over the place looking like a red cat lowrider. Now, as you guys can see, speaking of red cat, there are no red cats. I think red cat, I have Tamiya. I'd way take Tamiya over red cat. I think red cat is an absolute joke of an RC. I've had the red cat Blackout XTE Pro, and there was nothing pro about it, and it was just an awful piece of junk. Every single time I drove it, it broke. It would pull to the left, pull to the right. There was nothing I could do to fix it. Way too many problems. It was on my channel years ago. You guys could probably see that. I also had the Red Cat Monte Carlo lowrider, and it's cool and all, but it had a brushed 380 motor, and it was all basically just plastic parts. And there's not that many cool upgrades available for them. There's not that many red cats out there that are cool. I had the Volcano. The Volcano was awful. There's not that many good red cats. But Traxxas is up there. Losi, absolute favorite. MST makes great drift cars. Tamiya, obviously perfect. RC four-wheel drive, great. Traxxas, obviously, great. Axial is another great company as well. I do have a few Axials. They make the SCX6, and they make some TRX4 style straight axle crawlers, which are super, super cool. If you guys haven't seen those, then go check them out. I also have the 124 scale Axial crawler right there, which they have some really cool RCs. So this is basically how you build a shelving bracket and how you can store your RC cars and what it would look like. I hope hope you guys enjoyed the video today and maybe even learned something. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on the post notification button. That way you guys get notified whenever I upload a really cool or informational video just like this one. And make sure you guys stay tuned, because from now on I am uploading every single day, which is going to be absolutely insane. You'll see me bashing, blasting, drifting, having fun with the construction equipment. And I've also had some previously filmed videos that didn't get too many views, so they will be reposted, and in the side corner it will say repost. So if you don't want to watch it, then don't watch it, or if you do, then I would greatly appreciate it. But no matter what, I will see you all in the very next episode of Grim Reaper RC. Thank you guys so much for watching, and that is it for today's video.